pay-per-views to see people get fucking counted out. That's old school WWF 89 to 93, maybe 95.
Well,
now, if I'm watching a pay-per-view, you know what I want to see? I want to see a decisive goddamn finish to a freaking match. That makes the most sense to me. I want to see someone go over cleanly. If the heel or the bad guy has been sitting there and pulling every stop that he possibly can to get out of a match or win via a certain referee decision, you put it in the match that, hey, this next match is going to be where you can't lose or you can't win by these certain stipulations. You actually have to bring yourself out and actually man up and do something to where you can actually win a match. It doesn't make fucking sense to me.
But you do that on TV to build the pay-per-view match. You don't do that in pay-per-view.
I was getting to that.
Because you cheapen the audience that way. But that's not the worst part. You get that fucked up finish, and then the entire goddamn show pulls the fucking drag chute for 20 minutes.
Oh, God.
20 fucking minutes, and here's how. First off, Christian does his big promo of, I'm going to introduce something, my insurance policy, which was the same bullshit he said at the end of SmackDown on Friday. So it's nothing new. Okay, here we go. Then they do a fucking movie trailer for what's it called? Killer Elite, a Jason Statham De Niro movie. Okay, that's fine. But is there anybody in WWE in that movie? It doesn't show anyone. Does WWE have anything to do with that movie? No. Then why the fuck show it? It has nothing to do with the goddamn program I'm watching! Then, after that,
we get B-Lo.
No, C-Lo. D-Lo. French fry. The guy from The Fucking Voice on NBC. He's performing. He's performing in what looks like either a gospel graduation gown that's sequined all to hell, or he looks like goddamn Aretha Franklin. He's singing.
No way.
He sings 2 fucking songs, is joined by the goddamn divas dancing on stage. It looks like fucking shit. After that, they threw in a goddamn Slim Jim commercial.
Without Randy Savage.
After the fucking Slim Jim commercial, and it didn't have any wrestlers in there. It was just jackholes talking about this guy's eating really hot Slim Jim. Okay?
Whoop-de-frickin' ding-dang-doo!
Alright, after that, then there's a 7-Eleven commercial with The Miz jaw-jacking the goddamn cops! God damn it! He's jaw-jacking The Rock's cup and Austin's cup. That they're not in the same league as his cup. What?
The fucking cops! Dear God!
Then, after dragging the chute for 11.5 minutes there, we have a Divas match!
Whoop-de-doo! I took a piss!
They killed a half hour of their goddamn show on this shit. Because this Divas match was another 10-15 minutes of unadulterated, boring bullshit. The only thing interesting was Beth Phoenix actually came out in a mini skirt, which she doesn't usually wear. That's it. Other than that, it's the same tired bullshit over and over and over. Beth Phoenix stomped on Kelly Kelly. Kelly Kelly was doing some offense. She actually had some good moves, but it still botched all to hell and looked like shit. She does not belong in the fucking ring. She does not belong holding a title. She definitely doesn't. They don't need to have that title because it's pink and a butterfly and doesn't say wrestling.
Ooh, the title freaking basically says, ooh, I'm a fucking diva. Hey, look at my butterfly belt. Once again, I have some very good sign language for that, and I'm going to double it. Don't care.
I swear to God, if any of the other pay-per-views that I watched this year are this way, I'm going to commit Harry Carey. I swear to Christ. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. I will pour hydrochloric acid in my eyeballs. I will put my nuts in a goddamn vice and have them sawed off with a fucking spork.
I wouldn't go that far, but hey.
Kelly wins by taking the glam slam and rolling it into a victory roll.
Which surprised me was Beth Phoenix held on to that freaking glam slam for fucking ever.
Yeah, she telegraphed it. It's, hey everybody, I'm not doing the move like I normally do. I'm going to do the move so that she can get over and watch. Ah! So anyway, Kelly retains. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Then we cut backstage. Stephanie is coming out of John Cena's. And that's it.
Okay, the amount of slash that's going to come from that, the amount of fanfics that's going to actually sit up and notice that Stephanie McMahon was in John Cena's locker room is enough to sit there and go, ugh. That's besides the point.
After this, we get the only decent cameo, because they always have to have some kind of goddamn fucking cameo.
Jimmy!
In a fucking...
Jimmy freaking Hart shows up.
The only problem is, it's with R-Truth. Jimmy Hart is saying, hey, you need something that brings you to the top. Yeah, I need to think big, Jimmy, not little Jimmy. Wait a minute, are you little Jimmy? And runs him off. That was the end of Jimmy Hart.
He needs Slick.
What he needs to do is he needed to have stopped the push after he became gangsta. Once he got gangsta, they should have stopped the push and not made him in-fucking-sane! He has lost his goddamn mind, is talking to people. His fucking ring vest he wears out looks like a fucking straitjacket to begin with. He needs to come out in a padded room. God damn.
Dadgummit, they could just have him come out on a, wheeling him out on one of those weird things they take to McDonald's, where you put all the stuff on it.
A dolly?
A dolly, yeah, thank you, a dolly. Have him weird out on a dolly in a straitjacket.
Okay, first off, he's not Mankind. He's not Chainsaw Charlie. He's not Hannibal goddamn Lecter. Those people would deserve that shit. Moving on. Wade Barrett, Daniel Bryan.
Awesome.
The only... No, take that back. There were two. But this was the first of the only two pay-per-view worthy events on this fucking pay-per-view. It was very strong. It was very entertaining. I really loved this one.
So did I.
Daniel Bryan and Wade Barrett, they're trying to perpetuate this feud. So, it's not for a title. It's not for his Money in the Bank. Because he already said he's keeping his Money in the Bank and cashing it in at WrestleMania. Which is fine. They're really pushing his Japanese background and having him do a lot of Japanese maneuvers. And he's really pulling it off. They were bringing their A game. They were bringing a pay-per-view quality performance to a pay-per-view match. And I can't say enough good things about this particular match. This is the match that made the pay-per-view for me. And I really loved it. I really loved this pay-per-view. At least this match. Let me rephrase that. I love this pay-per-view match. Because this pay-per-view could suck donkey balls. But this match was really good. It started out at the very beginning with a little slow moving back and forth. Wade Barrett was trying to do some strong stuff, and Daniel Bryan was countering with some speed. When it came down to start hitting, you could just tell they were potatoing each other. I mean, laying it in. They were really wanting to bring their A game to this, and they were really wanting to show that these two guys who have been sorely overlooked as mid-carders can bring something, and these are the guys that you want to push to the main event status. These are what you want to build the future of your company on, because they're fantastic. They really are. They're playing it good. They're selling the way they need to. When they have an injury, they're selling the injury throughout the match. It's not, oh, I have a bad knee, and now I'm going to run 90-0 with no problems. No, they sell the problems.
We'll get to that in a minute, because the match after this one.
No, then what you can do.
Anyways, I fucking love this match. I really did. There was one spot that sticks out to me, because I've never seen this before. Normally, when you stand up and you put the guy's legs in between here, normally it's just a normal surfboard. Daniel Bryan did something different. He literally jumped up with Wade Barrett's knees inside his legs and crashed down. My first response was, fucking ow!
It was a good maneuver. He was doing his running knees. He was doing they did actually some really good work on the apron outside of the ropes, which is a really hard place to do it at. You only have like 1.5 feet of space. So they were really working tight, but they were doing it in a really, really good way. So everybody's going to think the Marks are drunk.
I don't really fucking care.
Well, anyway.
I had to drink to get through this. See what WWE does to me? It makes me drink!
We could acknowledge what TNA does to you. Not supposed to say that.
It makes me mainline black tar heroin. Give me Wrestle Kingdom 3, give me anything from fucking Japan or Lucha, or just something that makes me emotionally involved. It's not that hard to make me happy as a wrestling fan. Give me something that has merit and makes me emotionally involved to what you're doing.
Tell a good story, make it logical. Have a guy you like, a guy you hate, manipulate a situation to put them together and sell tickets.
Not that fucking hard!
It is when people believe that they're writing for action adventure television.
It's not action adventure television! It's freaking wrestling! Two people, one you like, one you don't, put them in the ring, hey, you two fight. Wow! Hard! Jesus H. Christ!
And I'm usually the violent one. But, yeah, I mean, I agree. It's not hard to book this shit, but they don't book it. They believe they have to micromanage, overproduce, pasteurize, sanitize.